Yo, Grizzly here. I'm back. Today is Halloween, October 31st, 2025. It has now been 16 days since the Pokemon Go level 80 update and 9 days since I hit level 73 in Pokemon Go. And I'm actually going to be opening my game right now. I'm going to go ahead and show my screen in a little bit. But I just kind of want to talk about level 73 to level 74. So I didn't really record much of it. And that was because I normally play on my iPad mini. As you guys can see here, I have my iPad mini with me, but I did not use my iPad mini for this grind whatsoever. And I resorted to just using my iPhone because I was testing out, the Adventure Sync stuff. And iPad minis do not have Adventure Sync. It does not work on iPad minis. So I wanted to use my iPhone to try and see what I can get with the Adventure Sync, like using a bicycle and being able to bike for a little quicker. If you guys haven't seen with like the Google Fit, using an Android and how effective that is, you can bike up to like 20 kilometers per hour and the game will track it, which is almost double the speed at which you can go at with the game open. Because with the game open, I think the max speed is like 10.5 kilometers per hour or 6.5 miles per hour. But if you start off the game, if you close the game, you use Adventure Sync, you start like a bicycle workout, like with Google Fit specifically. I'm not sure why it works better with Androids, somebody might know, but you're able to go 20 kilometers an hour and record a workout like that, and then you open your game and it will accurately, or a lot more accurately, track all the distance. iPhone and Apple Health just is not that good, and there were many times where I tried it and I biked like too fast and it would not record my distance. Like I did like a 2.5 kilometer bike ride and then I opened my game and it added like 0.1 kilometer just to kind of show like I just did it. I don't know if it just does not read your kilometers the same way as Google Fit. So I use my phone and I did walk about half of it and I did bike about half of it. And I didn't take much video of that, but I will have some videos on the screen of a couple of videos that I actually took this morning just to have a little bit of footage of what I was doing. Downtown in my city, there's like these e-bikes that I saw that I could rent for, it was $30 for a month pass. So for the whole month, I can rent these e-bikes from the little docks, so you guys can see the little stations. But the only downside is that you have unlimited bike rides, but you have to check the bike in every 30 minutes. So from the moment I undock the bike, I have 30 minutes to bring it back to any dock. There's about like 15 docks spread throughout, all of the downtown area. And as long as you bring it back to that dock within 30 minutes, you just gotta check it in and then you can check it back out. And so that was the only annoying thing, but it didn't really restrict me too bad because the path that I would take was this like straight like bike road that was about 1.2 kilometers down one way and then 1.2 kilometers back. So it would take me about 20 minutes to go down and back. So I could go down, go back, check it in, take it back out, go down, go back, put it in. And it was just kind of like that cycle, rinse and repeat for I don't know how many laps, I don't know how many hours. It was very tedious and it honestly is very boring. I would rather walk it and because walking is just like a little more, interesting, and doing that super slow bike ride, because I do have to bike slow because I had to bike with the game open. It was just so tedious and it was annoying and it was just very boring and I didn't want to keep doing it, but I know I had to. And this morning I got up to 199 kilometers, and right now, and I also have all the screenshots, I would take screenshots every morning of my kilometers. So I was averaging like about 20 to 25 a day until I did get a cold a couple days ago. I got a pretty bad cold and I kind of had to slow down a little bit. If I didn't get a cold, I probably would have hit level 74 yesterday on Thursday, October 30th, but we prevail anyways, and we're kind of still a little bit sick, but we're fighting through it and we're biking through it. And as soon as I open the game, I'm gonna bring the screen up now. But I literally, the last time I opened the game was about 4 hours ago, so I have not opened the game in 4 hours. And the last time I opened the game, I only needed 0.1 kilometers to get the 200. So right now, I'm gonna open it, and with Adventure Sync, whatever walking I've done in the past 4 hours, and I guess I need to update the game. Whatever walking I've done in the past 4 hours, it should be that 0.1 kilometer to push me up to level 74. And we're gonna go ahead and see that right now. So we are opening the game now. And like I said, it's October 31st, 9 days after I hit level 73. And I'm just gonna say, doing it legitimately is just kind of annoying and, kind of like a pain. And is instantly we level up to 74, and instantly, and you guys can see, I actually clocked an extra kilometer. 3,154 Pokemon caught, 2,200 Pokestops visited, 201 total kilometers. explore. So we're gonna go ahead and claim our rewards there, but we are finally level 74. And I do have all my friends lined up, all the gifts that I need to send. And boom, here we go. This is the perfect thing. I had all my eggs incubating from right before. So as soon as I hit like 188 kilometers and I knew I only had 12 kilometers to go, I incubated my 412K eggs. And then once I was at 190, I incubated the 10-kilometer egg, and then the same thing for like the 5-kilometer eggs. And I'm pretty sure I still have some 2-kilometer eggs, just so that I can really get the instant jump start on the 75 egg hatches. I hope that it does count, and I hope it didn't like hatch the eggs before I leveled up, because if it did, then this would be literally a waste of 7 eggs that could be easy progress. And in the process of me, I hatched a lot of eggs because I mean, I just naturally got a lot of eggs while I was doing these 200 kilometers. I hatched like 2 hundos, and I'll go ahead and show you guys that right now. You guys can see we got a Darumaka this morning. Actually, we got a hundo Darumaka this morning, and then yesterday morning, actually, no, yesterday, I'm tripping. 28th, which was Tuesday morning, I hatched a hundo Bulbasaur, and then this Munchlax was from the Munchlax hatch day. But we are level 74, and I'm actually gonna check and make sure that those eggs, okay, they did count. Amazing, perfect. But now I'm gonna show you guys the whole gift thing. If you guys haven't seen or heard from other people, you can send 150 gifts a day if you have like the Go Pass ticket or whatever, the premium ticket. You can send 150 gifts in a day. If you carry the 60 gifts over that you can carry, if you're level 73, you can hold 60 gifts in your bag. If you carry those over from the previous day, those do not count for the 150 of the current day. So you can send those 60, and then you can collect another 150, meaning that today I can send 210 gifts. And that's also not including the gifts that your buddy brings you. So I could get another 5 gifts today because your buddy brings you 5 gifts every 7 hours and 20 minutes. But since it is about to be 7 p.m., I'm only gonna get that right now when I clean out these 60 gifts. So technically, I could send 215 gifts today, and then tomorrow I'll be able to send another 165 if I time it correctly. Leaving the third day, I would only need to send like 110, 120-ish gifts. So right now, if I go to Giftable, I really did make sure that I had enough friends to send gifts to 260 people that I can send gifts to. I added so many people, like I went on Twitter and I went, on Discord and, put my friend code wherever I could. You can see I have so many people that I added in the past couple of days that I haven't even sent a gift to, just to really, really make sure. And then you guys have 37 more friend requests of all the people that just like saw my code when I replied to these tweets, just to really make sure that I do not spend any additional time on level 74 that is needed. So, honestly, I do prioritize my interactable friends that are giftable and not lucky. So these are all the people that I have not interacted with today. That's already 219. So I could send almost all of these gifts today. But I don't know, I just do want to kind of talk about how the kilometer grind on its own, it's a pain. I gave you guys like the egg tip. You do want to incubate your eggs. As you guys see, I already have 4 more eggs that are like, I have those 2 10 kilometers that are about to pop, and that's already going to bring me up to 11 out of the 75 eggs. But I don't think I would have gotten sick if I hadn't been outside like walking and biking. And honestly, I think maybe it's like because the bikes are a little dirty, and I guess I didn't properly sanitize one day, and maybe, just like some germs got into me and I got sick. And honestly, I just gotta be more careful of that. But doing this legitimately it's a grind, especially when you have a job. Like me, I have a job that takes, at least like 8 hours, 4 or 5 days a week. And if I didn't have a job, if I had more time to spend it, I would have hit level 74, a couple days ago, and it would have been a lot quicker. But doing this while having a job, doing it legitimately, walking on top of everything and actually doing like physical exercise, it is a little bit taxing, but it is very rewarding. So that's a big reason why I'm doing it legitimately. It just feels very rewarding, and at the end of the day, I will benefit, my body, my health will benefit from actually walking these kilometers. And I think that's a very important aspect that a lot of people overlook, with like a silly like kids game. So you can really improve your health doing this. And as crazy and as dumb as it sounds, playing like Pokemon, but like I am now 200 kilometers worth of exercise healthier. Maybe with the food choices, I've been eating a little bit crazy these past couple of days because, I'll get super hungry and I have cravings, but that's a whole different issue. But I'm 200 kilometers of exercise healthier than I was not even 2 weeks ago. And then once I hit level 76, that's gonna be another 300. And then 78 is gonna be another 400. And your body just gains all this, endurance. If you're walking it, your legs will, grow more used to, long walking distances, which will in turn help for, when in February when I go to LA for Kalos tour, and then, in June when there's Go Fest and and when you have like these full day, 8-hour, 9-hour events, you don't really tire yourself out that quick because you're used to it. And I think that's a thing that a lot of people overlook. And at the end of the day, people that don't do it, they don't do it. And if you cheat, you cheat, and it's whatever. But like I said, I am level 74, and I think this is really just more like a yap video. And I really hope people see this video. I think it's very interesting. But I am level 74 now, and I hope to be level 75. Like I said, I am still the first legit level 74 in my city as of today. Nobody else has hit level 74 legitimately. I know there's a couple people in my city that have hit it illegitimately using a phone rocker or just straight up spoofing. But, you know, we do not count that. And if anybody wants to add me, here's my friend code. I got a couple friend spots open. But comment down below if you send me a friend request so that I know who you are. And possibly, you know, if you go to LA, if you go to Chicago for Go Fest or LA for Kalos Tour, I will be there and we could get a lucky trade in. Let me know. But anyways, that is all. We're at level 74. The grind to level 75 starts now, and we should hit it on Sunday. So stay tuned for that. But I'll be out, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.